As this one, okay. So drinks. So hello and welcome to the stream. Close these curtains. So to ask questions live during my streams, you have to first of all watch me on Skype, watch me on YouTube, which is Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. UK time. So watch at those times to ask live questions, and you ask questions through Skype. So you friend me on Skype at Rebecca Maroon, and then you can write questions on Skype or call in on Skype live. If you can't, for some reason, watch live at those times, then you're more than welcome to send written questions, again, through Skype or through my email at rebekahmaroon@gmail.com. So you can do it that way as well. And just check if I am doing a live stream on Thursdays on my Facebook page. I think it's called Already This, but put in my name and you'll find it on Facebook. So I'm not always free to do Thursday because I'm just tired a lot on Thursday. I'm tired tonight, but I managed to come on. But occasionally I have to cancel the stream just due to tiredness. So just check on my Facebook page on Thursdays particularly, just to make sure that I am doing a stream. And go to rebekahmaroon.com to check my blog for my blog or my book, or to see any events that I'm doing at rebekahmaroon.com. Yeah, so that's where you find all the stuff. And there's a link below the video as well in the box below, just to help. Hi, Ramon. Yeah. Oops. So So there's a freedom here. There's a freedom here that's available. Available to humans, because humans are the only ones, the only animals that seem to suffer, that seem to have this dream of someone. I don't think all the animals have meetings about truth or about freedom. I don't think plants or trees, lions get together and talk about freedom, because there's no need for lions or trees to get together and talk about the end of suffering and freedom, because they never had that dream appearing of someone on a journey in time. Lion or with the tree, there's just life happening. Just whatever the tree experience is, there's just tree, life happening. The wind blowing, the growing of the trunk, of the branches stretching out, the leaves turning brown in autumn and falling in winter. Just the movement of the breeze, the heat, the warmth of the sun hitting the petals or the leaves. There's just life happening. And same with the lion or any other animal. It's just the hunger, the appearance of the animal. It can hunt and run after, the tearing into the flesh, the blood, just the lying on the grass. The hand swats the fly, the tail swats the fly away. The drinking water, just life happening. The fighting with another animal over who gets what piece of the flesh, or just life happening. Just what's appearing, just what's happening. But in humans, there's life happening. He arguing who gets to who gets to pass through the green light first. So there's the arguing, there's the competing, there's the hunger, there's the swatting away the fly, there's just the growth of the body. Life's happening, but there's also this story that happens, this story of me that happens, that accompanies the human. It develops as a child and just grows and gets stronger, and it gets more intricate and complex as more and more ideas are taken on. It gets heavier and heavier and more restricting and tighter and more unhappy, as this heaviness, this burden of someone is being carried along with the human. This extra someone who needs to get it right, who needs to make life pleasant, make life successful, who needs to find happiness and love, who needs to complete itself. This heaviness. And so things are turned to, whether it be food, alcohol, whatever, religion, whatever it is, to help ease this sense of a person, to give relief to the body carrying this idea, this belief, this energy of someone hurrying through time, trying to work through time, trying to rush through time to get to its happiness. So relief is needed, just to release that, relax that. And then maybe non-duality appears. When it's pointing to a freedom beyond that seeming person who's trying to find fulfillment in time. It's pointing beyond that story of someone that is held and confirmed to be a reality by society, by everyone. That this is a personal experience, this is happening to individual people, that individual people exist. And that they are in charge of what's happening. They're responsible for what's happening. So this is pointing beyond that. Beyond that dream. Beyond that illusion. And again, this is very relaxing for the human. Very relaxing. To free up that tension of you being in control, of you having a part to play in this appearance. It's very relaxing that this is happening freely. That you aren't someone in the body producing thoughts or feelings. You aren't responsible for what appears and what disappears. It's very relaxing. So I don't know what this is. Don't look at me as someone who knows what this is. I have no idea what this is. But one thing that's obvious and so clear is that this is happening. That life is happening. And that doesn't require a belief or the intellect. This is happening. It is. It's appearing. No freedom comes from the mind knowing anything. Yes, it can be pleasant to understand something, to know something intellectually, but I wouldn't say that that is freedom. Because it's all unstable. It changes. But there is something that is stable or permanent. And that is that this is happening. That life is happening. The appearances change, always change. The thoughts change, the emotion change, the sound changes, the sight changes. This is always changing, but this is always happening. Life is always happening. What's happening is what's happening. So if this is happening, if this is life just happening, then who are you? Who's the one that's saying this is a problem? Who's the one who's experiencing this? Who's the one who's claiming to be someone? To be a permanent thing? Claiming to always be here, always be the one watching and knowing and seeing. Can that one be true? Where is that one in deep sleep? Where is that one right now? Can it really be found? And does it have a reality other than a thought? Does it have a reality other than a sense of being here? Where is it? Does it have a reality? Is it true? Who's looking? Who knows sitting on a seat? Who knows that sensation of the bum on the seat? Isn't that just appearing? Isn't looking just happening? But this can't be believed. You can't hear these words and believe them. Is it true? So, if you have any questions, then you can ask them now. Oops. the sounds off off Skype, so I can't hear that someone's written something or called. Hi, Brian. What is love? Immediately the thought was like, I have no idea what love is, but then the feeling was like, yes. um, oh dear. Oh yeah. What is love? One thing that's changed during this sort of awakening is the ability, the brain's definitely changed. But what I find really funny is the brain can't hold things. It's like I read something or I hear something and it's gone. I can't hold it for long. I can't hold it. I can't hold it. So what is right, what is love? Love is the essence of this is love. It's love. What this is love. I mean, this as in the form, the manifest. This form reality is love. I don't mean love as in, you know, imagine love like this happy skipping along, that kind of love. It's unconditional love. It's not based upon opposites of pain and pleasure or good and bad. It's beyond good and bad. So it isn't good and positive and skipping and being happy. It's beyond that opposite. It's like if you had a quilt cover or something, and the quilt cover had like different embroidery things on. The quilt cover, the essence of it is love. What it's made up of, that a good example? I don't know if it's a good example, but the essence, what's made up of, is love. That doesn't mean there isn't blue and black and green, a variety of different things, the opposites, hot and cold, good and bad, high and low. They all appear, but the fabric of everything is that love. So when you say what is love, there's a resonance with it. There's a resonance of love. There's a resonance. Beyond a feeling, it's a resonance. My daughter's got a really bad cough. It was getting better, but I have no idea what it is. I can't really say what it is. I don't know. Thank you, Brian. What's he doing? I'll be back in a minute. Just checking on Josh. Got up 3 times then. You all right, Josh? Richard, give me some cream. Please. Love has no opposite. Then no opposite. It isn't the love of the human, the normal human love, where it flips to hate. This is beyond that. That love that's owned by someone. This is totally impersonal and unconditional. It appears as everything. This is where it gets a bit tricky with the camera, the screens. So I can't see the Skype screen without moving this out of the way. Oh, got my water there. If if a psychologist asked you if you were an individual person, what would you say? Would you have any reservations about saying you were, if you're an individual person? A psychologist asked me if I'm an individual person. Depends, like, obviously I'm going to see them for a reason. I'm going to a psychologist for a reason. So I was going there to see somebody, a psychologist, for a problem that I had or something. I wouldn't say, oh, there's nobody here. I would behave as if I'm someone. It would be a normal human interaction of, I'm here for this purpose, I'm here for this reason. If you ask me then, are you an individual person? Which she wouldn't ask, I don't think she'd ask that. But if she did ask that, are you an individual person? I mean, what would that even mean? Like, if she asked that, if I knew her quite well, I've been to see her a few times, and I felt like she was open to like open beyond her training, or open to this subject, or open to, this subject. And she asked me, are you an individual person? Then depending upon if I could feel that from her, that openness, I'd probably say, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. So of course, there can't be an individual person. Nothing is individual. Nothing is split up into separate things. So that question is kind of crazy. I wouldn't say that normally to doctors or to people I see. It's just a normal human here. They'd be acting, so-called normally, as if. This is Brian again. In what sense is love felt, known, or experienced then? What sense is love felt, known, or experienced then? Yeah. This is where it's really hard to express in language, in ideas and language. It's not, the love isn't experienced through touch or through audio, through hearing it or seeing it. And it's not a feeling like an emotional feeling either. It's not a sensation, or sensation, a physical sensation. So what is it? It just is. I can't. It's just the nature. The nature of this is love. How is it experienced? It isn't. It just is that. It just is that. It just is that. So it isn't known through thought, through intellectually knowing it. It just is that. Yeah. Feel free to ask more, Brian, if you want me to expand on that a bit more. Or even like why you want to know, like. This is Ramon. Hi, Ramon. So why call it love? It isn't the love we normally think of. I'll just go back to Brian just to continue with Brian. Oh, it's the same question as Ramon asked anyway. Most people would not use the word love in this way. Yeah, why call it love? Because that's what it is. I don't know another word I could use. Love is the closest word I can think of. It feels like love. This is love. This is what love is. This is what love is. It's that completion. This is love. Like when you're with your partner, particularly a new partner, when someone's new in your life, and there's that excitement, but there's this love, there's this feeling of not being alone or separate, that sense of completion, that sense of completion, of feeling whole, not needing anything, just being fully whole and complete. That's love. And this is what's being spoken about, but it's not dependent on someone or something. This is love. Doesn't mean you can't love another human. It's still beautiful to be with another human and to express and experience closeness and sharing and that kind of thing that humans can have, animals can have together with other animals. But that isn't the source of love anymore. The other isn't the source of love. They aren't completing you anymore. That the completion and love is. And there can be enjoyment with another human. But it's not to fill you up anymore, to fill you and complete you anymore. Because nothing can. Nothing can give you that completion. Because ultimately you are complete already. So nothing can give you that. It's just the illusion of you being something limited and separate is seemingly masking that already completion. Completedness. Because it feels lost, separate from completion. It's seeking it to find it in things, in form. But it never can, because completion already is. It needs nothing. What a discovery. That you are completion. That you are love. You are wholeness. What a discovery. That it's been here the whole time. So there is a resemblance, but now it isn't related to anything or anyone anymore. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means, Rebecca. There is a resemblance, but now it isn't related to anything or anyone anymore. Oh. Thank you, Ryan. I should try and angle this computer so I can see Skype. Oh, I can do this, can't I? I forgot. I found a new way of doing this. I remember from Sunday. Because the camera's up here anyway. I don't need the laptop here. It's just so, technology is like crazily, what we can do, it's just amazing. It's just crazy. Wow. You talked about feeling completion when you fall in love. That feeling of completion is the resemblance. Resemblance. What's resemblance mean? Like it looks the same as something else. It resembles something else. I don't know, Ramon. I don't know. What's your question, Ramon? You've hacked onto Brian's question. I'm not sure what your question actually is. Was it answered in Brian's answer? Did it come out in Brian's response? Or do you have a separate question that you want to ask? I'm a little bit lost now. I think Brian asked about love. I'm not sure what you're asking. No. No what? No, you have no question? It is like you made something clear about the feeling of completion. All right. Okay. It's just the end. The end of that seeking. There's nothing seeking for anything else. So when there's that lover, the partner, then there's just completion. There isn't that seeking anymore. It isn't the partner. It's just the ending of the seeking. But unless that illusion's stopped, then it will come back and it will be seeking again, unsatisfied. That form, i.e. the partner, hasn't completed me. It's not doing the right thing. It's behaving differently. So it's come back trying to find it again, change the partner, get a new partner, whatever it is. It's just seeking to find that permanent happiness, that permanent completion, to find that love. And its function is to seek in form things. But I have no idea what I'm talking about. The completion is this, what's happening. With a partner there, no partner there. This is it. Doesn't matter what's appearing or not appearing. This is it. It's full, it's everything. Hi, Valeria. Hi, Rebecca. What about reincarnation? Oh, God. Reincarnation. I'm a little confused about that because some spiritual paths say that reincarnation exists. But if we are only consciousness, it doesn't mean that we as entities can reincarnate in some way. What do you think? Oh God, reincarnation. Well, in a way, this is all reincarnation. In that it's being recycled, being recycled. Like this is everything appearing and changing, but it's always this. It's like it's like this is all there is. Substance of this is all there is. It's always this appearing as different forms. So in a way, that's reincarnation. This appearing as different forms. This appearing as everything. All of it is. Like what happens? Like a thought appears, it disappears, and then another thought comes. It may have a different sound, or thoughts are like what words or different words appear, but it's still the same substance. So it's all being recycled. The tree is now the table. The food isn't now this body. There isn't anything else separate from this. This is everything appearing as everything. But yeah, reincarnation is usually the way that I used to see reincarnation was always related to me being something in the first place. So I had to be someone separate, a soul or something inside the body here that would die, pass on, and then reincarnate again as something else, me, but in another machine or something. So it seems to be linked intricately with you, that sense of you existing as an entity, as something. That's how it's usually spoken about, as if you are something that can return, die, and then come back or something. But that's just not the way it's seen it here anymore. What would reincarnate other than this? There's just this. I don't know. I don't know. I tried. I don't know. It's always the best answer. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you are confused. All these different things are very confusing because you're not sure which one is right, which one is true, which one is saying it accurately, and you'll never know which one is right and true and saying it accurately. The reality of thought and ideas is endless. It could be any way. You're never going to find the end, get to the end of that in thought. The mind's amazing, thought's amazing. It can produce so many different possibilities. So yeah, of course you're confused. If you're living by what thought and the intellect, then yeah, there'll be confusion, clarity, the confusion again. You've got it all laid out, and then you lose it again. That's gonna be a consistent pattern. But what is there that doesn't need thoughts and ideas? That just is. Doesn't need to be proven or believed in. So it can't be confused because it just is. Maybe try and look for what that is rather than trying to look for whether reincarnation is true or not. Thank you, Valeria. Okay, so I'm gonna log off now. Nearly Friday. Woohoo! My last day of work. So yeah, I'm back on Sunday morning at 10:30, so you can join me then. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be here on Sunday. So, well, yeah, I'll be here on Sunday. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.